Well, a couple things. One thing I got to ask everybody that comes on the show, but what's your favorite energy drink?
Oh, I mean, right now, I'm drinking my wife's Alani's because I'm out of my preference, but in stereotypical
Oh,
field
no.
operations guy, it's
White
got to be
Monster.
White Monster.
How'd I know? 100%.
Absolutely.
I think that's like that is like universal though. I think the white monster is the most popular monster. I mean, even in any sales industry, like insurance, I don't care what it is, everyone wants the white monster. That's the thing.
I
I don't
held
know.
out for the longest time, and I was a Red Bull guy for years. And
Yeah.
then, like, I actually started dieting, like, earlier this year, and
Got
so
healthy. That's
I
good.
tried to stay away from, like, 0 calorie stuff for the longest time just because I didn't really care for the artificial sugar taste and whatnot,
Right.
and so I was like, "Man, I've every guy I've ever seen on location has one of these," you know what I mean? Like, there's gotta be
Yeah.
decent, and I picked one up and I drank it and I went, "Oh my god, my life has changed forever."
Oh, there's
Yeah.
so much more caffeine in the Monsters than there is in the Red Bulls, too. I mean, Red
For
Bulls,
sure.
there's like, what is it, 80 milligrams, something like that for a 12-ounce can. I mean,
Something,
we're
yeah.
It's
talking
like 2
200 milligrams in
coffees.
Monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
2
it's
coffees.
not yeah, it's great.
Do they still do the Arnold Palmer monsters? Like the lemonade tea ones? I don't
Oh,
I
drink
haven't seen
monsters,
them in
they
a
had those
so.
while.
rehab Monsters that had,
Oh,
like, juice
they
in
were
them
good
and all
back
that
in the
stuff.
day.
Yeah,
Yep.
they taste
Yeah.
amazing. But they also had
Yeah.
calories. That was one of those, like, I try not to drink calories when possible.
This was like back in my 20s when it didn't matter. It was like you
Okay.
just wake up and just go, but and
That was
and you
the
didn't even
hangover
drink it.
period. I mean, it said rehab on it,
Yeah.
right?
It was never good for us to begin with. It's all right. All right. My last question for you, Dale, and then I'll let you go. But is there anything in the oil and gas industry that maybe we're not talking about that we should be talking about? Maybe something on your radar that maybe you're just not seeing being discussed.
I think, and I wouldn't say it's not being discussed. Like I said, the landscape of oil and gas is changing. Especially as like more and more millennials, I feel like get into the positions. I'm noticing the change. I'm seeing the change. But I feel like the best parts of the old school culture kind of have been preserved, with elements of, the way that millennials like to operate and do things. And I think it's a willingness to change. I really think that's the biggest thing. And like I said, it's being talked about a little bit, but whether that's changing vendors, changing ideas, getting away from, well, this has worked for 40 years, so why won't it work now when you're talking
Right.
about, things that are completely different than the way it used to be. I mean, in my region specifically, super laterals is one of the big things now. Everybody's drilling them, you're going deeper and deeper, and that it changes the dynamics of how you're doing everything.